demonstrating safe and professional ethical behavior. A few examples of that I'd like to point out is that sometimes you might not know all the answers, and it's very important that sort of as you grow in the community as a peer mentor, that you look for the support of your supervisor, and you try to always go by whatever your agency says is protocol for certain situations. I work at a drop-in center, and here at the drop-in center we've had situations where young adults haven't been using safe language in the space, and that can be harmful for the culture and the environment itself. So one thing that we try to do is we try to call them out when there is a situation and someone does get offended, and then we ask them, hey, could you change the language, or hey, can you tell me why you said that, and really challenge them to think differently about the words that they use so that it's appropriate and that it's safe. The last thing that we want others to do, especially young adults who are still getting to know themselves, is feel like they are not safe in a space, because then they're less likely to either A, come back, or be themselves when they're there. And then support is very helpful and important. And then if we also encourage young adults to practice safe language and then to call each other out on certain things. And if they need support from the staff, then we can be right there, sort of guiding them through the process of how to do restorative justice within their own little hub sets. One example of when I had to practice some safe interventions for one of my young adults, this young person, they had a relationship, and they were getting into fights and they were getting into arguments, and this person was pursuing this young adult, and they were going to their home and threatening them, and at times they got into physical interactions with each other. And so one thing that I did when this young adult came to me, they spoke to me, I tried to seek some of their natural supports. So I tried to, well, who's at the house when this person comes to you? Who can sort of pull you out of that situation? And when that didn't work, we attempted to talk to my supervisor, and together we came up with a safety plan that this young adult could then use in the instance that there was nobody around and they had to keep themselves safe or keep themselves protected. And then I think supporting young adults to let them know that they're not alone is important, because sometimes when you might think they have a plan, but it doesn't seem to work. So going back and revising it and looking at strategies on how to implement it better is very helpful for young adults.